Welcome back to PsychologyWave. Ever pondered why we humans are wired the way we are? The intricacies of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are like a labyrinth waiting to be explored. Today, we're delving deep into the fascinating world of psychology to uncover 10 amazing psychological facts about human behavior. So, let's start. Number 1. Reminiscence Bump. Ever find yourself nostalgically recounting the adventures of your early 20s? Welcome to the Reminiscence Bump, a fascinating psychological phenomenon that explains our penchant for reliving experiences from adolescence and early adulthood. This intriguing bias towards these formative years is attributed to the emotional intensity linked to the multitude of choices and changes during this period. Graduations, marriages, and the birth of a child. These milestones imprint memories that are not only more memorable, but also deeply connected to our sense of self. Research indicates that these memories are easily accessible due to their influence on shaping our attitudes, beliefs, and life goals. So the next time you catch yourself fondly reminiscing about the past, remember, it's not just sentimental. It's your brain navigating the labyrinth of memories that have sculpted the person you are today. Number 2, Solomon's Paradox. Now, let's talk about thinking rationally. Have you ever noticed how people seem to dispense sagacious advice to others but struggle to apply the same wisdom to their own problems? Enter the Solomon's Paradox, a cognitive quirk that reveals our tendency to think more rationally when evaluating someone else's dilemmas compared to our own. Regardless of age, individuals consistently exhibit a higher level of rationality when tackling external issues. However, recognizing and overcoming this paradox is possible through a self-distancing strategy. By mentally stepping back and approaching our own challenges as if they belong to someone else, we can unlock a more objective perspective. So the next time you grapple with a personal predicament, consider the invaluable insights you might gain by viewing it through the lens of an outsider. Number 3. Dunning-Krueger effect. Picture this common scenario. A relative confidently asserting their knowledge during a family gathering, blissfully unaware of their lack of expertise. This phenomenon is the Dunning-Krueger effect, a cognitive bias where individuals with low ability at a task overestimate their competence. It's like a cognitive blind spot that leads people to believe they are smarter and more capable than they genuinely are. The less competent someone is, the more likely they are to remain oblivious to their own incompetence. The Dunning-Krueger effect not only shapes our social interactions, but also has implications in various aspects of life, from decision-making to learning. Understanding this bias prompts you to approach situations with humility, recognizing that self-awareness is the key to bridging the gap between perception and reality. Number 4. The link between owners and dogs. Now, let's talk about man's best friend. Research suggests a fascinating correlation between the personality traits of owners and the behavior of their dogs. It raises the question, do we subconsciously select pets that mirror aspects of our own character? Just as we tend to choose friends and partners with similar interests, the choice of a specific dog breed might be an extension of our personalities. However, the relationship goes beyond mere reflection. Socio-environmental factors also play a significant role. Individuals living in socially isolated conditions or high-crime neighborhoods might opt for more aggressive breeds as a form of protection. This segment unravels the complex interplay between human behavior, personal preferences, and the environments in which we live, shedding light on the intricacies of the age-old bond between humans and their furry companions. Number 5. The Creativity of Daydreamers. Daydreaming, often dismissed as a distraction, but what if I told you it's a window into heightened creativity? Recent research reveals that those prone to daydreaming not only score higher on intelligence tests, but also exhibit more efficient brains. Daydreamers seamlessly navigate between tasks, their minds wandering during simpler activities. This segment challenges the conventional notion that daydreaming is a negative trait, showcasing it as a hallmark of intelligence and creativity. The ability to mentally roam and explore imaginative landscapes has been linked to problem-solving skills and innovative thinking. So, the next time you catch yourself lost in thought, embrace it. You might just be exercising the very muscles that fuel creativity and intellectual prowess. Also, when someone else catches you lost in thought, just tell them you're busy cultivating your creative genius. Number 6. Emotional pain of rejection. Rejection is a universal experience, and understanding its psychological impact can be transformative. The emotional pain we feel when rejected is not just metaphorical, it's backed by science. Studies reveal that the same brain regions activated during physical pain are triggered when we experience rejection. This phenomenon sheds light on why even seemingly minor rejections can evoke such intense emotional responses. Recognizing the neurological link between emotional and physical pain prompts us to approach rejection with empathy, both for ourselves and others. It emphasizes the importance of cultivating resilience and self-compassion in navigating the inevitable ups and downs of social interactions. So, the next time you find yourself grappling with rejection, remember, it's not just in your head. It's a genuine psychological experience that shapes our emotional landscape. Number 7. Foreign language, rational decisions. Now let's explore the fascinating realm of language and decision-making. Speaking in a foreign language isn't just a linguistic skill, it's a cognitive tool that influences how we make choices. Research indicates that using a foreign language necessitates the suppression of our native language, leading to a more deliberate and rational decision-making process. The brain's inhibition center, active during foreign language use, also restrains intuitions and emotions. This intriguing link between language and rational thought challenges the notion that decisions are solely driven by inherent biases. So, if you're aiming for clearer, more objective decisions, consider engaging in conversations in a language beyond your native tongue. It's not just about communication, it's about tapping into a different cognitive mode. Number 8. Fundamental attribution error. Let's delve into the intricacies of how we perceive the actions of others with the fundamental attribution error. Ever been cut off in traffic and immediately labeled the other driver as a jerk? We're all guilty of it. This cognitive bias leads us to attribute the behavior of others more to their character than the situational context. Paradoxically, when we find ourselves cutting someone off, we often justify our actions based on the circumstances, a classic case of biased thinking. Recognizing the fundamental attribution error prompts us to pause and consider the multitude of factors influencing someone's behavior. It's a call to embrace a more nuanced understanding of human actions, acknowledging the impact of both internal and external factors. Number 9. Third-person effect. Now, let's dive into the third-person effect, a fascinating phenomenon that explores how individuals perceive the influence of persuasive messages on themselves versus others. Have you ever noticed that people often believe they are less susceptible to the impact of advertisements or persuasive media than their peers? This cognitive bias stems from the idea that we can observe and analyze how these messages affect those around us, but somehow we remain immune. Moreover, this effect is heightened when the advertised product or message holds little personal interest. Unraveling the layers of the third-person effect challenges our assumptions about the subconscious impact of media on our attitudes, desires, and mood. It's a reminder that the influence of mass media permeates our lives in subtle, often overlooked ways, shaping our perceptions and preferences more than we realize. Number 10. Dopamine-seeking reward loop. Finally, let's talk about the captivating world of the dopamine-seeking reward loop, a psychological mechanism that underlies our incessant scrolling through social media feeds. Dopamine, often termed the pleasure chemical, not only drives us toward enjoyable activities like eating and socializing, but also sparks curiosity and a craving for information. This segment unveils the science behind why you find yourself endlessly scrolling. It's your brain seeking that next hit of dopamine. The troubling part? You'll likely never feel entirely satisfied, trapped in a loop that keeps you scrolling until an external interruption occurs. Understanding this loop sheds light on the addictive nature of information consumption in the digital age. So, the next time you're caught in the endless scroll, know that it's not just you. It's your brain's quest for that elusive pleasure chemical, keeping you hooked in the world of endless information. And there you have it. 10 fascinating psychological facts about human behavior that unveil the intricate workings of our minds. Understanding these aspects not only enhances our self-awareness, but also provides valuable insights into the behavior of those around us. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more mind-expanding content. Also, check out our playlist of videos about reading people here. We hope to see you at the next video.